to my channel. It's been a while since I did a voiceover for a journal with me video, so hopefully it goes well, but I'm super excited to share this journaling spread with you guys. It's all about a conference that I went to over the weekend called the National Catholic Youth Conference. It was a really incredible experience, and I'm super excited to get all the memories and the ephemera and photos that I collected down on paper. So here I'm starting off by just making like a title piece of the spread. I took a piece of craft paper, trimmed it down, and then I stamped on the letters NCYC, and then I wrote a couple other details like the year and the theme. And then I have this picture of the whole group that I went with. We're at the airport, and so I stuck that down with double-sided tape. And actually for a lot of the pieces on this spread, I used double-sided tape just because they're made of thicker materials, and so I know that double-sided tape will keep them secure for a while. So I'm just taking off the backing of the double-sided tape for the title piece, and then I'm going to stick that down onto this pocket that's been stitched onto the page. You can see over to the right on that little half page that I stuck down a doily from one of my kits and also the tag from a hat that I got. And then into that pocket I just slipped in the boarding passes. And then I'm turning to the next page, and here I took a journal card from my morning prayers kit. I used a lot of pieces from my kits, which I'll have all linked down below, but I'm just figuring out a layout. So what I like to do is I take all the pieces that I kind of want to put on a page, spread them out, see what I like and what I don't like, and then from there I'll actually start sticking them down. So for a good portion it's just me moving around trying to figure everything out. It's kind of like a puzzle. I have some pictures from the first night, which was a For King and Country concert, which I was super excited about. And I'm just figuring out how I want those to lay on the page, and then I'm sticking them down with double-sided tape along with that journal card over on the shorter page. So I have a picture of the stage and then a picture of my brother and I. And I also have this other doily. This is from my Marian kit. So I used both my Marian kit and then my morning prayers kit on this page, and I'll have both, like I said, linked down below in case you're interested and want to check them out. I'm just sticking down these pages. I'll use that doily piece for journaling later on. And then I flick to the next page, and there is another pocket stitched down onto here, so I'm just slipping in some ephemera that I collected from the conference into that pocket. And then I have this other like prayer card, and I'm thinking I want to attach it as a flip out, so I'm just picking out a wide washi tape. These washi tapes are an MT tape in collaboration with William & Morris, I believe. They're really nice and wide and sticky, so what I like to do is just tear them with my hands, and then I'll tear the whole piece of wide washi into half to make it less wide so it doesn't take up as much space, and then that way I get essentially two strips from one strip, which I'll use one on the outside of the flip and then the other to reinforce the inside. Like I said, I'm just going to take that other piece and put it on to the inside of the fold out. That way it's nice and secure. And then from there, I'm just messing around more with some photos and also some linen pieces, or some illustrated doilies is what I like to call them. They're all hand drawn by me, but I'm just playing around with those on this page, figuring out what I like. I have a lot of photos and ephemera as usual from kind of a big trip like this. I'm just figuring out the best way to put it. I decided that I wanted to do this like two flap fold out, so a top flap and a bottom flap. So I took this index card, and then I'm using more of that same washi tape to add a strip along the bottom of the card, which I'll then tape to the page as like a bottom half of the fold out, and then that'll provide me with more space both on the fold out and then also create a really nice interactive element in this journal page. So I don't mind the rough edges of washi tape when it's torn with my hands. I think it adds a nice texture, and it's really nice and quick and easy instead of having to cut it and getting my scissors snagged. Just lets me to tear it down. So you can see it's like, I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's just this like flip out with two sides, and then both sides have been reinforced with this washi tape, and that's going to allow me to stick another photo onto the index card, which I'll come back to later. And now I'm just laying down the things that I figured out the orientation that I liked with on the inside. So I have a picture, and then also this rosary illustrated doily, which I just stuck down with double-sided tape, and then that will provide me with some journaling space. I'm sticking down this other photo onto the index card, and then I'll end up journaling on the back side of that index card. Stuck down another photo, and this photo will be kind of hidden by some of the ephemera that I tucked into the pocket, but it just adds another layer of interaction. So at this point, I'm thinking that I want to add a paper clip to help keep that fold out closed so it's not opening and potentially making it hard to close my journal. You'll see the paper clip comes on and off a lot as I keep tweaking things on the inside of the fold out. So I flick to the next page, and I have this, I guess you could call it like a business card. And I tried laying it down, but I didn't really like the way that it looks, so I flicked to the other page, and then I cut one of my illustrated doilies in half, and I put half of it on the pocket, which will provide with some journaling space. And then I have this receipt, which I'm going to trim down. Just had a matcha that I ordered, and I thought that the price was really ridiculous. You know, airport food is always so expensive, so I kind of wanted to keep that to look back on. So I just stuck that down with a glue stick. And then I'm just kind of flicking through and giving you guys a look at how the pages are looking so far. From here, it's just down to like the final details. I was realizing I didn't have a lot of journaling space on these spreads, and there was a lot that I wanted to obviously record and journal about from all the experiences that I had, so I decided to take some note paper. This is from Peony in June. I'll have her shop linked down below, and then I'm taking the other half of that illustrated doily from my shop. I'm just going to stick these down on this page, and it's just going to be a really simple spread where I can put a lot of written journaling. I took the sheet from my morning prayers kit, seeing if I liked any of the pieces, and I didn't find any that I wanted for this spread, but I took my Marion kit, and I did decide to cut out one of the labels, which I'll stick next to the photo on the index card, and then that'll allow me to annotate the photo and just add a little more journaling. So I stuck that down, and then here my hand's kind of blocking the way, but I just added some washi tape where there was a bit of a gap, and then this is some more washi tape. This is also from Peony in June, and they're just some really nice, really beautiful like Marion tapes and Sacred Heart tapes, which I thought went really well with this spread. So I'm just using those to add some decorative elements to the photos. I think I stuck washi tape around pretty much all of the photos, but I just alternated between the different tapes that I have from Peony in June and used those to add some decoration. So once again, the clip goes back on, and then I took this other tape, and I'm going to use that on the side of some of the photos. So with all my journaling spreads, it just is a lot of like figuring out all the pieces that I want, that I have, all the ephemera and how I want to have them laid out, and then from there it's a lot of sticking and gluing and adding bits and pieces, adding interactive elements, adding the decoration afterwards, and then I go in and I add my written journaling. But right now it's just in the decorations phase, I suppose you could call it, which I'm just adding in washi tape, and then eventually I'll also add some stickers, final little details that really make it into a cohesive spread. That mushroom washi tape was also from MT. Let me know down in the comments if you want to know where any of this stuff is from. I'd be more than willing to try to find it for you guys if you're interested. And I'm just taking another decorative piece from my Marion kit. This piece says Fiat on it, and I thought that it went well with what I was going to journal about, so I just stuck that down with some glue. And then I'm adding in some stickers. I didn't add a lot of stickers on this thread. I just kind of put a couple of like small phrase stickers next to the photos. Kind of add like annotation, I suppose. The little phrases sometimes help, I feel, portray the meaning of the photo. And then I think I added maybe one or two other stickers. And then from there, I was thinking that I was looking pretty complete. So these stickers are once again from Peony and June. I used a lot of pieces from her shop on this spread. I just love the way that they go together with my journaling. They really help, I feel like, add some prayer journaling and faith elements into my spreads. So I just have this little rosary sticker, which I stuck down onto the back of the index card. And then, yep, I put the clip back on again. It comes on and off as I keep wanting to add more and more things. But just flicking through, I ended up adding the last little bit of washi tape to this note paper, and then I think after that it's just adding my written journaling. Here's a look at the final pages. I am absolutely in love with how they turned out. I think that they really record the memories and the experiences that I had at this event really well, and I can't wait to look back at them to revive my feelings of that time. I love the way that this double door flip out turned out. I think it adds such a fun bit of interaction into this page, along with the other ways that you can kind of, play with the page, like with the pockets, in which I tucked in the ephemera. I'm super excited with how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching.